first dog to be examined is the African Hound. This is exhibit number 1663, dog, sent today by Mrs. S. Green.
Welcome back. This is the Hound Group from Windsor. Judge Murray Armstrong, you see in front of you now. Feel free to share the Our Dog stream. Thanks for sharing and joining us here at Windsor, the third group of this 4-day show.
Strong and dignified, proud and noble, the African Hound. The dog will be taken out is This is exhibit number 1662. Today by Mr. Eric Parsons for an entry of 37. The first traces of the dog similar to the Sage are found in Egyptian tombs and wall drawings of 5,000 years ago. Also known as the Congo dog, it was first brought to Europe in 1934. English breeders refined it and have exported it worldwide. But this engine The dog on the table now is the Racing Fourth of Return. This is exhibit number 1716, a 5-year-old bitch, sent through today by Mrs. Emma Thornton, with an entry of 8. This breed originates from France and is the result of numerous crossings between the Grand Griffon Fourth of Return and the Basset Vendéen. Instantly recognisable for its reddish fawn colour, it is a tenacious, sturdy hound, ideal for hunting on plateaus, heaths, and outside of France, it has achieved popularity as a companion dog, the Basset Fourth of Return. Now we have the Basset Griffon Vendéen Grand. This is exhibit number 1727, a 3-year-old bitch, sent through today by Mrs. M. Pascal from an entry of 22. The Grand was developed from the Saint-Hubert, the white and tan Italian hound, and the King's White Grand Griffon. One of the best hunting hounds, it was used for deer and wild boar hunting. Pleasing personality, coupled with an amusing expression, arrived in the UK in 1990. The Basset Griffon Vendéen Grand. On the table now we have the Basset Griffon Vendéen Petit. This is exhibit number 1772, a 1-year-old bitch, sent through today by Mrs. D. Elric from an entry of 34. Known universally as the PBGV, this breed came to these shores in 1969 from western France. Low to the ground, as denoted by the term Basset, this breed makes everyone smile whenever it comes into a room and is a typical hound. More at home in the country, picking up dead leaves in his beard as he seeks out his prey. The Basset Griffon Vendéen Petit. On the ground is the Basset Hound. This is exhibit number 1789, a 3-year-old bitch, sent through today by Miss Eric, daughter of the previous judge, from 1939. The Basset is an old breed descended from the Bloodhound. Shakespeare poetically described it as having ears which sweep away the morning dew. First presented to the Paris Dog Show in 1863, its popularity spread and it was recognised by the Kennel Club in 1883, 20 years later, and was subsequently developed in Britain. The Basset Hound.
Stop. Thank you.
Today by Mrs. Claire Simpson, common entry 57. The Beagle is descended from the Harrier and larger Foxhound and was popularised by Charles Schultz as Charlie Brown's cartoon dog Snoopy. Beagles are probably the most popular hound chosen as a family pet. Renowned for their hunting prowess, they have featured in many artists' paintings over the years. The Beagle. Now we have the Bloodhound. This is exhibit number 1879, a one-year-old dog sent through today by Mr. C. Ashmore, common entry of 19. More than 1,000 years old, this breed was perfected by the monks at Saint-Hubert in Belgium. It probably arrived with the Normans to the UK in 1066. Its ability to follow human scent several days a week on occasions is second to none. One's hair never forgotten. The Bloodhound. This is exhibit number 1904, 5-year-old dog, sent through today by Mr. Ron Hodges from the Netherlands, from an entry of 30. Imported to Russia from Arabia in 1600 by Noble, this wolf hunter is famously associated with the aristocracy. And the first examples here were a gift from the Tsar of all Russia to King Alexander. Sensitive, noble, and aloof demeanor perfectly describes the horse. This is exhibit number 1933, a 3-year-old bitch, sent through today by Mr. J. Limatina from Finland, common entry 8. The Cherneco descended from greyhounds brought to Sicily 300 years ago. This breed planted on the slopes of Mount Etna and is reputed to be able to come up on a hare without the slightest noise. A smaller version of its Maltese cousin, the Pharaoh, is very fast and surprisingly easy to train, a rare quality in hounds, the Cherneco Director. You now have the first of the Dachshund varieties. On the table is long-haired Dachshund, exhibit number 1965, a 3-year-old dog sent through by Mr. Alan Smith from an entry of 28. All varieties of Dachshund are basically the same breed. Standards can weigh up to 26 pounds or 12 kilos, and miniatures no more than 11 pounds or 5 kilos. The next dog on the table is the miniature long-haired Dachshund. This is exhibit number 2009, a 2-year-old bitch, also judged by Mr. I. Smith, from an entry of 55. The first images of Dachshunds appear in a Pharaoh's tomb that dates back to 5,000 years, believe it or not, and their ancient ancestor was known as the Tekel, a term retained today by the Germans. The next variety is the smooth-haired Dachshund. Exhibit number 2036 is a 4-year-old dog, also judged by Mr. I. Smith, from an entry of 35. The purpose of the Dachshund was to root out badgers from their dens, and this required not only courage but extremely powerful jaws, most noticeable when comparing muzzle length with that of many larger breeds. They make excellent companions, but require firmness in their early training. On the table now is the miniature smooth-haired Dachshund. This is exhibit number 2084, a 2-year-old bitch, sent through today by Mrs. W. Starkey, from an entry of 2070. Those of us who own Dachshunds can attest to the fact that it can be notoriously stubborn. In its native country, sizes are separated up by weight by the circumference of their chest, based on what size of hole they can enter when going to ground. On the table now we have the wire-haired Dachshund. This is exhibit number 2139, a 3-year-old bitch sent through today by Mrs. S. Rod from an entry of 31. We're now on the final coat variety. Earlier, long-haired, soft coat, which is either straight or slightly wavy, the smooths and dense short coat. The wires have short, straight, harsh hair with a beard and bushy eyebrows.
Have you seen what I was up to? I'll show you a photograph of what I was up to.
And on the table now is the final variety, the miniature wire-haired dachshund. This is exhibit number 2196, a 1-year-old dog, sent through today by Mrs. S. Broad from an entry of 43. And as said earlier, this is the smaller version of the variety that has the wire coat. It's the last time I mentioned the dachshunds, but this is the miniature one. Now we have the deer hound. This is exhibit number 2218, a 4-year-old bitch, sent through today by Mr. Kate Owen from an entry of 46. Known at one time as the Scottish deer hound, it was described by Sir Walter Scott as the most perfect creature in the world. Not much is known about the origins of this docile, elegant dog. It may have been taken to Scotland by Phoenician traders. For over 1,000 years it was used to hunt red deer and has changed very little in appearance. The deer hound.
Thank you.
We now have the finished splits. This is exhibit number 2257, a 3-year-old bitch sent through today by Mrs. Anna Slater from an entry of 4. This is the native dog of Finland. This breed was used by hunters to trap polar bears on hill. In more modern times, it was used to hunt small birds such as grouse and has earned the nickname of the barking bird dog. Believe it or not, contests are held to find king barkers by devotees. The Finnish breed standard was created in 1812. The Finnish sticks. Now we have the greyhound. This is exhibit number 2267, a 5-year-old dog, sent through today by Mrs. M. Pascal from an entry of 28. This is another breed originating from the Middle East and found depicted on the walls of some famous tombs over 5,000 years ago. The breed was developed over many centuries in Britain. Renowned for its speed, the greyhound is probably the fastest of all dogs, reaching speeds of 45 miles per hour, beaten only by the cheetah. The greyhound. Now we have the Hamilton Strawberry. This is exhibit number 2288, a 4-year-old dog sent through today by Mrs. Joe Kay, who had an entry of 10. Originating from Sweden, where it was developed in the late 1800s by the founder of the Swedish Kennel Club, Count Adolf Hamilton. His ancestors include the English Foxhound, Hanover, Holstein, and Brazilian Hounds. They were used to have foxes and deers and
also. So I started just with the camera, so it's all which is good for Chris when he uploads them. So and there's 200 watching this.
Now we have the Harrier. This is exhibit number 2301, a 5-year-old dog sent through today by Mrs. Finler from an entry of 4. Bred to hunt hares, hence the name, harriers were typically followed on foot, unlike the foxhound cousins who were chased on horseback. The harrier is likely descended from a mix of hounds, including the now extinct southern hound and the greyhound. The first known pack for Penistone dates back to 1260, the harrier. Now we have the Abethan Hound. This is exhibit number 2-year-old dead, secondary today by Mr. Ronnie Dozier from the Netherlands from an Enfield Netherlands. Originating from the Balearic island of Ibiza and its smaller neighbour Formentera, this breed has been known to exist for yet again 5,000 years. One of the many Patencos, the Spanish for hound, this breed shares many characteristics with other Mediterranean hounds insofar as it is proud, noble and agile. The Abethan Hound. Now we have the Irish Wolfhound. This is exhibit number 2343, a 2-year-old dog, also judged by Mr. Tony Dozens, from an Enfield 43.
Just coming back on, folks, I've been leaving the microphone off as I wanted to make sure there's plenty of power in the camera. Steve Landon, the judge, somebody's already answered, is Murray Armstrong. Helen Moore, I've asked about how many terriers and hounds were entered just before that live freeze, and Gerald King, the chairman, is getting that information for me. This is another Italian exhibitor. Often shows over here. I remember Sean Besting's show at Birmingham National a few years ago. So there's a vet as well from Italy.
Thank you.
So still got about 10 more dogs to be seen here in the group. And we're just sharing as well, so plenty of people get to see the hound group. So apologies for anybody who was watching on the terrier group. Sometimes these things just happen.
Repeatedly being able to detect smell several kilometres away. It's also highly trained, prized as a sled dog. The Norwegian Defence Minister has the power to seize all privately owned dogs in the event of a war. The Norwegian Elkhound. Now we have the Otterhound. This is exhibit number 2393, 7-year-old dog.
So thanks everybody for sticking with us. People like Lynn Sadiq Shaw watching in Spain, and some of our regulars who are still with us. Holly Rebecca Phillips, hope you saw the Hamilton Stavari go through earlier on.
Their sense of smell is so acute that they can detect matter that has passed through water but not before.
Peter Walker, that was good timing.
12 hours. And possessing amazing stamina, they can swim for up to 5 hours. Yes,
Apparently they can swim for up to 5 hours, according to Stuart Bandoff, our main ring commentator. So good timing there, Peter. Sending good luck to Caroline Wheatley and Charmin the Otterhound. Another visitor from overseas. This is Simon from Norway.
This is exhibit number 2411, a 1-year-old dog sent through today by Mr. G. Robertson from an NJ14. Bearing an uncanny resemblance to the dogs depicted in ancient Egypt, this breed was brought to its native Malta by the Phoenicians in 1000 BC. It was used to hunt both birds and game. Introduced to the UK in the 1970s, it is still a numerically small breed, a fairy hound. There's no Portuguese Patenga Warren hound. Apologies have been tendered to the judge.
I think Stuart just mentioned a dog that has pulled out the the Portuguese Padengo due to a connection with the judge, just in case Jenny Shora Wheeler is watching and wondering. Hi Tessa Tingle, watching from Marrakesh on holiday. The Red City, salam alaikum, Tessa Tingle. Don't go near those snakes in the main square.
Used to hunt big game, including lions, this breed was developed by Boers in the 19th century. The Rhodesian Ridgeback. My apologies, I have the wrong number. This is dog 2489.
Ciao Italia, Valentina Barcella. Come stai, Valentina? Say happy birthday to your kennel boy from our dogs in the UK here at Windsor Championship Dog Show. Can I remind everybody again, we are covering the World Dog Show in about 40 odd days time, and I'm producing a special international magazine. If you want to appear in it, please message Vince Hogan on Messenger, or Georgina Howard, or Kerry Rushby. Valentina, you know all about that. Caroline Catherell, you just saw Helen and Kiva just go through, 2 dogs away. We're only 2 or 3 dogs off the end of the group now. By the chance you hear a few bits of clicking and things are moving between microphones and battery packs.
Dog to be seen is the winner of the This is exhibit number 268, a 2-year-old bitch sent through today by Dr. James. The Slugie is a lean, light-framed sight hound of North Africa, originating from the countries north of the Sahel, including Algeria, Tunisia, and Morocco. Final dog was developed in the imported register, the Azure. This is exhibit number 2691, 5-year-old bid, also sent through by Dr.
Good afternoon, Frank Borges from Malta. This is the last dog in the group to be seen, the Azwak.
The Azawak takes its name from the Azawak Valley in the Niger Basin, where it lived in a nomadic lifestyle with the tribes of the Sahara.
I'm glad you joined Corinne as well. You just got the whippet going through. And now Murray Armstrong will have a tour around the ring just to refresh his memory, or have a look, or make his decision for the shortlist. They've been pulling about 8 or 9 dogs out each time. Murray hails from the northeast. Of course, did very well with his Hungarian Vizsla known as Yogi a number of years ago. Don't know whether Richard Kinsey is still watching. Are you there, Richard? Unfortunately, our stream went off for the terrier, so I didn't benefit from your consummate knowledge placing a short list of 4. So watch out for this cut now. We've got the Petite Basset, we've got the Basset itself, the Borzoi, the Deer Hound, one of the Dachshunds, I can't see which one because I've got my reading glasses on, the Greyhound, the Irish Wolfhound,
Irish Wolfhound,
the Pharaoh Hound, and the Whippet. That is your lineup. So if you're there, Mr. Kinzer, if anybody else wants to get involved, give me your top 4. I'm going Petite Basset, Deerhound, Irish Wolfhound, and one other that I'm not sure of. Hi, Chris. Chris Joybull, as you've just joined us all just in time for this shortlist that Mary's sending everybody round. Thank you, Valentine. It was the mini wire, Marcus supporting the Bloodhound. Anybody coming in here now with 4 dogs? What do you think? Who's going to make the final lineup of 4? Who's going to go through to win on Sunday?
And that is the Deerhound. Next one is the Greyhound. Irish Wolfhound.
Yes, some big cheers for the Irish Wolfhound. It's definitely in my top 4. The Fairhouse, Simon from Norway. I think he's in my top 4. So I've gone Pharaoh, Irish Wolfhound, Petite Basset, and I'm going to put the Whippet in as well. There you go, there's my 4. Anybody else nailing their colours to the mast? Ken Andrew, Petite, Deerhound, Whippet. Matthew, hi Matthew Oddy. Pharaoh, Wolfhound, Petite and Whippet. Wow, we just had the same 4, Matthew. That was a complete fluke. So Murray's already decided he's given it to the Petite Basset. Got one of those right. The Pharaoh's second, that's 2 out of 2 for me and Matthew. The Basset Hound, I wasn't sure, I did mention that earlier on. And the Irish Wolfhound, 3 out of 4, there you go. 3 out of 4. Mr. Kinsey, you got the Pharaoh, you've got the Petite Basset, and that was it, I think. You got 50%, you're a championship show judge, I'm a complete amateur, and I got one more than you, Kinsey. So that's Ludovica with the Irish Wolfhound, Sarah with the Petite Basset, Simon with the Pharaoh, not too sure the lady's name with the Basset Hound. Just going to leave this running while I do some still shots as well, and I'll try and find out about puppies and veterans.
By one of Windsor committee, Mrs. Wilkinson, escorted into the ring by Mr. Gerald Kay, and the Royal Family representative, on behalf of the officers and committee of Windsor, thank you all for your support today. Those of you who are travelling home, we wish you all a pleasant, safe journey, and we look forward to your support at our next show in 2026. And for those of you who want to watch the spectacular group judging all over again, you can tune in to our media partner, Our Dogs, and view it at your leisure. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon.